Elon Musk has the green light to build a high-speed underground transportation route to Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Musk said yesterday his Boring company won the bid to build a system using electric vehicles to carry passengers through tunnels. He predicted it would be ready within 3 years. Chicago's Mayor Rahm Emanuel calls it the fast lane to the city's future. Dean Reynolds spoke to Musk and Emanuel about the plan that promises to outpace Chicago's famous L trains.
This animation shows how Elon Musk's Boring company plans to transform transportation. Passengers could one day travel like this from downtown Chicago to O'Hare International Airport. Gliding on electric skates, as many as 16 people would be swept along at speeds well in excess of 100 miles an hour, making the nonstop trip in 12 minutes. Compare that to an hour of hell or more in a car during Chicago's rush hour, or the 45 minutes on mass transit for the same journey.
Mr. Musk, why? Why do you do this?
It seems like we've been stuck in traffic for decades, I don't know, better part of a century.
And there's a lot of skepticism that this can be done at all.
Look, there were doubters about putting a man on the moon. On anything that's new, there will be doubters.
Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and the tech entrepreneur turned billionaire businessman Musk say it's time to give Chicago 21st century transportation. On Thursday, they visited the proposed downtown station, which happens to sit underneath the CBS News Chicago Bureau.
In fact, if someone can even detect that we're digging the tunnel underneath them, we want to buy the technology they invented.
The sturdiness of the tunnels is a safety concern, and the disposal of the tunnel dirt an environmental one. But if the concerns are answered, Musk says digging could start in 3 to 4 months, and the first passengers could be aboard in 3 years, 30 to 60 feet underground. Musk is hoping to dig a tunnel in California to showcase the technology and is working with officials in the Northeast Corridor on a similar idea, though red tape is slowing his progress. Musk certainly knows something about being in a hole. He just laid off 9% of his workforce at Tesla because of a financial reorganization.
2, 1, liftoff.
But his SpaceX rockets are now part of the nation's exploration efforts, and Musk remains bullish.
I think this is something that's new and exciting. It's not just the same old thing. America's about trying bold new things and trying new technologies that are really going to inspire people for the future.
It's predicted the system could carry 2,000 passengers in either direction every hour, with the so-called skates leaving at 30-second to 2-minute intervals. The price? $20 to $25, or about half what a cab ride would cost. Shortly before we spoke to Musk on Thursday, he addressed the possibility of failure.
If we fail, well, I guess me and others will lose a bunch of money.
For CBS This Morning, Dean Reynolds, Chicago.
I love a Dean piece. Dreaming big.
I support his visionary.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. And every time we see the figure about laying off 9% of the Tesla staff, I think it's important to say that it's not affecting the production staff that is still working on those Model 3 cars. It's my understanding that it was white-collar employees that were laid off. Still, it is a layoff, and we can't make light of that. But he's still on track for doing what he said he wanted to do. And
can we please have one of those here in New York City?
I was thinking that too.
Faster. It would be nice to replace the soul-deadening traffic wait to get to the airport.
I wouldn't mind if he suggested that in New York. He's always thinking big. And if it doesn't work, he goes back and tries it again. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Tesla, check it out, please. The stock, first of all. I've got 2 items of interest. Chief Elon Musk, he just bought another $25 million worth of Tesla stock. That increases his stake in the company to 19%. The stock's up again this morning, close to $350. Second item, his Boring company. Okay, strange name, but it's relevant. They've won a bid to dig a tunnel from downtown Chicago to O'Hare International Airport.
Yeah, boring tunnels, right? Digging tunnels. So
Yeah.
Rahm Emanuel is very excited. It would make the trip between Chicago, O'Hare, and the airport and downtown Chicago 12 minutes at 150 miles per hour. This is part of Elon Musk's science fiction scheme where people can travel anywhere on the planet in under an hour. This is him trying to turn science fiction into fact. So now, city by city, he's doing in LA, he's doing in Chicago, making these high-powered electric skates that go underground in tunnels to carry passengers at 150 miles an hour between a city to their airport. And then you get on a rocket plane and you travel, you know, to London, wherever, Paris, anywhere you want in the world.
Look, we've talked about this a lot. The man is, no question about it, the man is a visionary.
Yeah.
He's very futuristic. He keeps on doing it, keeps on coming up with the headline. And it seems to help the overall company, which is doing okay.
It's a fun ride, to be honest.
Well, you're looking sour.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Listen, I want to ride a unicorn to work every day. I just think...
You do?
And that's my own personal issue. We don't want to get into that. But you can say anything. He has done well with Tesla. He still has a problem getting his cars out on time. I think they're great ideas, and I think we need blue sky thinkers like him, these entrepreneurs. I mean, he's amazing. But in reality, when, how much, and what is the real story here? Yeah. When am I going to be able to get from downtown Chicago to O'Hare in, you know, an instant at 150 miles an hour?
Well, when it happens in 10 years, we'll be looking at you and your unicorn.
Yeah, please.
Within my lifetime.
Replay that.
Within your
I've got 10 years, I suspect.
10 years.
Can I tie up my unicorn outside? That's what I want to know.
Never.
Never.
Chicagoans are still buzzing about Mayor Rahm Emanuel betting on visionary businessman Elon Musk to build a 150-mile-per-hour express service to O'Hare.
But Emanuel was also making a subtle pitch to another visionary, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. CBS 2 political reporter Derek Blakely has more on how Chicago's alliance with Musk could influence the decision on Amazon's second headquarters.
When Mayor Emanuel announced the O'Hare Express business deal with innovative businessman Elon Musk,
I think this is something that's new and exciting. It's not just the same old thing.
Emanuel wasn't just unveiling another humdrum corporate agreement.
If you stand still, the world's going to pass you by.
He was sending a signal to Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Will this make Chicago more attractive to another boundary-breaking innovator, Jeff Bezos?
Absolutely. Innovation begets innovation, and people want to know that they are in a hub where there are creative and design thinkers all around them.
Musk and Bezos are both billionaire visionaries. With Tesla, Musk made electric cars both practical and cool. With Amazon, Bezos first changed the way books are sold, and now the way everything is sold. And Chicago's deal with Musk to use his own company's machines to dig 2 17-mile tunnels to O'Hare and use 16-passenger Teslas on tracks to reach the airport at 150 miles an hour shows Bezos that Chicago is cutting edge.
This will not only be attractive to Amazon because they'd love for their executives to get from O'Hare to downtown in 12 minutes, but also because of the broader trend that it shows, which is that Chicago is the home of the future of the economy.
Now, officially, there's no change in the news of the Amazon search since the January announcement that Chicago made the list of 20 finalists. Amazon's selection will come sometime this year. But Mayor Emanuel is still campaigning in every way he can to show Jeff Bezos that Chicago is his kind of town. And remember, Rob and Erica, a robust transportation network is one of the key factors that Amazon is seeking.
That is right. All right. Thank you, Derek.
You know, when Elon Musk talks, people listen. And so when he says he can take what could be a grueling trip from O'Hare to downtown and turn that into a breeze, well, that's music to a whole lot of ears.
The trek between downtown and O'Hare Airport is the stuff of headaches, heartaches, and missed flights. Routinely an hour of hurry up and wait traffic. There's a train, but it's not much quicker, about 45 minutes on a good day.
I don't like the trains. I don't like the line.
Billionaire Elon Musk's idea, the Express Loop, using driverless underground vehicles based on the Tesla Model X.
A radical new transport structure that's better than anything else that's ever existed.
The cars traveling at speeds up to 150 miles per hour, whisking passengers from touchdown to downtown in a pair of tunnels, cutting the trip to about 12 minutes, all for $25. And Musk says just give him 3 years to build it. It almost sounds impossible. So prove to Chicagoans that this is possible.
I think it's going to go pretty fast. It's going to go faster than any other tunnel project in America by a long shot. I'm confident of that.
Musk is putting up the 10-figure price tag, no public money, something Mayor Rahm Emanuel happily endorses. So you have some confidence that this isn't too pie in the sky.
No, I have confidence on
that it can't be real.
Not only yes on an engineering, but one other bet. He's never failed. He doesn't like failing. He's as much an impatient person as I am.
A bold plan from a bold man. Remember, he's got a car in outer space, willing to risk failure for the thrill of creating something out of this world.
Elon Musk is even confident he can cut through the thick bureaucratic red tape and get all the permits he needs in just a mere few months and then start boring away. We'll have to see. Exciting stuff, Greg.
If he can make it happen, it sure would be exciting. Ron, thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.